Well, hello there. I bet you didn't know there's been a huge price drop in some compatible PS5 SSDs. In this tips and tricks video, I'll go over the best SSD for PS5 right now, so stick around to the end to see it. These videos are all about you, so you should subscribe to keep the stream of PS5 knowledge coming. Let's get into it. So last year on the 15th of September 2021, Sony unlocked the PS5 SSD port, allowing us gamers to install a compatible M.2 SSD and expand our PS5 storage beyond the meager 667GB that it comes with, allowing you to store significantly more PS5 games and run them from the SSD, unlike any external HDDs that you might have for media like movies and TV. Now, an SSD or a solid state drive is essentially a huge bunch of transistors or switches, kind of like random access memory, but where the switches on RAM reset when they are turned off, the switches on an SSD remain in position when they're turned off, allowing media to be stored on them. This does, however, make them pretty expensive. So back in 2021, on the 31st of July, I did a video when Sony announced that they were going to unlock the SSD port. I went into detail about all the requirements and the specs prices of the five best SSDs at the time, which you can see in the top right hand corner now if you haven't seen it. And they were number 5, the Samsung 980 Pro, number 4, the Seagate Firecuda, number 3, the WD Black SN850, number 2, the Corsair MP600 Pro, and number 1, the Gigabyte Aorus. Now, I ranked the Seagate Firecuda as number 4 back then because all the other drives were double the capacity for around the same price. However, the scene is very different now. The Seagate Firecuda, which has by far the fastest sequential read speed at a blazing 7300 megabytes per second, which is 1800 megabytes per second faster than the PS5's internal SSD, which is a sequential read speed of 5500 megabytes per second. And where the smaller Firecuda was the same price as the larger, slightly slower drives last year, now the prices of all 4 sizes of the Seagate Firecuda have dropped to the following: 500GB, $89.99, 1TB, $153.99, 2TB at $286.99, and 4TB, $609.99. Just a quick one, if you're gaining value from this video, help others finding it by dropping a like. So that's an almost 50% price decrease. So there's no better time than now to consider switching an SSD from other models to the Firecuda, or if you haven't got one already, now is the best time to get one. And remember, you'll need to buy a suitable heatsink. I've put a few on screen now and in the description, so check those out. And remember that when you fit your new SSD, you need to put back the SSD cover, as it affects the way air flows over the motherboard and inside the console, which would ultimately affect the cooling if you don't use the cover. Now, comment the word SSD if you plan to buy an upgrade, and if you need some guidance on installing your shiny new SSD, then I've created a video that goes into detail on how to safely install it, which you can see in the left here. And on that note, I will see you in the next video.